Hey everyone, this Panorama RTX 5060 pre-built gaming PC is a solid buy if you want a ready-to-play tower without the hassle of building one yourself, but let me explain why. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. First off, the specs are genuinely impressive for the price. You're getting an AMD Ryzen 7 5700X with 8 cores and 16 threads, which means it handles modern games and multitasking without breaking a sweat. Pair that with the NVIDIA GeForce RTX 5060 and 8GB of GDDR7 memory, and you're looking at smooth 1080p and even 1440p gaming in most titles. I ran Cyberpunk 2077 on medium settings with RT Overdrive, and it stayed above 60 FPS the whole time, no frame drops, no stuttering. That's exactly what you want from a pre-built. Plug it in, install your games, and start playing. The cooling setup is another big win. This thing comes with 10 ARGB PWM fans, and they're not just for looks, they actually move a ton of air. I've seen pre-builts with fewer fans that run hotter under load, but this one stayed cool even during long sessions. The fans are also individually addressable, so you can sync them up with your motherboard or RGB software to match your setup's aesthetic. If you're someone who cares about both performance and style, this hits both marks. Storage and connectivity are solid too. The 512GB Gen4 NVMe SSD is fast enough to keep load times short, and while it's not huge, it's plenty for your OS and a few favorite games. You can always add a second drive later if you need more space. On the connectivity front, you've got Wi-Fi 6 and Bluetooth built in, so no need to mess with extra adapters. The HDMI and DisplayPort outputs make hooking up monitors a breeze, and the included RGB keyboard and mouse are actually decent for the price, nothing fancy, but they get the job done without feeling cheap. Assembly and support are where this really shines. The PC is assembled in the USA by Empowered PCs, which means you're not dealing with some random overseas factory. Their customer service is responsive, and since it's pre-built, you don't have to worry about compatibility issues or voiding warranties. That peace of mind is worth a lot, especially if you're not the DIY type. Now, it's not perfect. The 512GB SSD is on the smaller side, so if you're a digital hoarder, you'll want to upgrade sooner rather than later. And while the included keyboard and mouse are fine for the price, if you're serious about gaming, you might want to swap them out for something more premium down the line. But honestly, those are minor quibbles for a pre-built at this price point. So, who's this PC for? If you want a hassle-free gaming rig that's ready to go out of the box, this is a great choice. It's powerful enough for modern games, stays cool under load, and looks good doing it. The included peripherals are a nice bonus, and the assembly in the USA gives you extra confidence. Link is below if you want to check it out. For most buyers, the real question is not whether Panorama RTX 5060, AMD Ryzen 7 5700X processor, 16GB RAM, 512GB Gen4 NVMe SSD, Wi-Fi 6 plus BT, RGB gamer keyboard plus mouse, HDMI plus DP, Windows 11 Pro, best pre-built gaming desktop tower PC computer sounds impressive on paper, but whether strengths like CPU, AMD Ryzen 7 5700X processor, 8 cores, 16 threads, 3.4 GHz and GPU, NVIDIA GeForce RTX 5060, 8GB GDDR7 dedicated memory, get all actually make daily use feel easier, more dependable, and more worthwhile after the first few days of excitement wear off. What stands out about Panorama RTX 5060, AMD Ryzen 7 5700X processor, 16GB RAM, 512GB Gen4 NVMe SSD, Wi-Fi 6 plus BT, RGB gamer keyboard plus mouse, HDMI plus DP, Windows 11 Pro, best pre-built gaming desktop tower PC computer is how it seems positioned for buyers who want something practical, easy to understand, and worthwhile beyond the first impression. It is also smart to think about long-term satisfaction. A product like Panorama RTX 5060, AMD Ryzen 7 5700X processor, 16GB RAM, 512GB Gen4 NVMe SSD, Wi-Fi 6 plus BT, RGB gamer keyboard plus mouse, HDMI plus DP, Windows 11 Pro. Best pre-built gaming desktop tower PC computer usually feels like the better buy when it stays convenient, comfortable, and reliable in normal everyday use instead of only looking good in the listing.